Again. I did. Okay. Okay, we're back. Good evening. Deeply apologize. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Okay, Tammy, thanks. Love you big time. Okay, all right, let's do this again. I can hear. Okay, Lisa, love you big time. Thank you. Thank you, Angela Yvette. Okay, so let's just start over. Breaking news from out of Louisiana. Hurricane Delta has made landfall at a Category 2. Again, Hurricane Delta has made landfall in Louisiana at a Category 2. And when we get more information on that, we'll update you uh, throughout tonight's broadcast. As always, I thank you all for tuning in to our broadcast tonight. We have a lot of things that we're going to discuss. Tonight's topic is the jackass in the room, and we are going to get to him. But there is something that we must do first. I want to update you on the news if I can find my ticket. Okay. Coronavirus case in the United States. At least 31 states are now seeing an increase in infections. The United States death is over 213,000, 7.6 million cases. Today, it reached a all-time high of 56,191 new cases that was reported. Okay. So, with that being said, the virus is not going to disappear. We know the heat didn't kill it, as we were told it would. Okay. George Floyd. Thanks, wise thinker. George Floyd lost his life at the hands of a racist, diabolical, mentally disturbed cop. He was handcuffed. The cop kept his knee on his neck. I think it was 8 minutes, 26 seconds or something like that. After being warned over and over and over and over again that he couldn't breathe. Not just by George Floyd himself, but by the people that were standing there looking. He can't breathe. Body fluids began to leak out. He can't breathe. He can't breathe. All to no avail. He died. The officer that killed George Floyd was charged with second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. Arrested, put in jail. Wednesday, he posted a $1 million bail and walked out. Once again, protests took to the streets. Because they don't believe he should be a free man. I don't believe he should be a free man. My take when it comes to cops, killer cops, cops that injure people, then the injury will probably last them the rest of their life. Like being shot in the back 7 times, paralyzed from the waist down. Oh, Tammy, always 100 never fake. You just preach. You just preach. I'm gonna hit that in just a minute. Okay, the pray. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. And shortly, let me cut this off right quick. I'm gonna open up the lines, but just don't let me forget. Let me get something out first. Now, when a cop commits a crime, a felony, I don't believe cops should be given a bail. I don't believe cops should be given a bail. I don't believe cops should be given a bail. Why? Well, we don't expect for the police officer to become criminals. They know the law. They've taken an oath to serve and protect the people. We don't have them on a high pedestal. That's just the integrity of the police department. We thinking stupid that you're not going to become the criminals we hired you to chase. But when that happens, no bail. You know the law. You are the law. You was the law. If an individual, a citizen, will get 10 years for a crime and a police officer commits that same crime, that police officer sentence must be double the civilian. 20 years. It's as simple as that. Police officers are not afraid to bring drama to your ass. They know they're going to be placed on paid administrative leave. They know they're going to be placed on paid administrative leave. And 9 times out of 10, they probably won't be charged. And if they are charged, 9 times out of 10, they won't be convicted. If they're terminated or whatever, you work out a deal, they keep their pension, they keep everything. That must change. You kill Miss Williams' son, Miss Williams will receive your pension until the day she dies. And then it carries over to someone else in the family. It has to be that way. There's no consequences that scares a police officer to the degree that they don't want to hurt innocent people. That they would think twice, not only before they pull a gun, but think twice before they pull that taser, because the rules of the game have changed. If that wasn't bad enough for him posting $1 million bond on Wednesday, the system says he is fearful that his life is in danger. That people are out to kill him, kill his family, interrupt their lives. And so because he fears for his life, the system now says you can leave the state of Minnesota. Go on. We understand. We understand. Leave the state of Minnesota. And that, wherever you go, you will remain until this trial ends. We're okay with that. We put the seal on that. Well, had he not deliberately killed he wouldn't be terrified that somebody's coming for his ass. Good evening, Tragedy, she says. No, she says Tragedy. Her name is Truly Talks or something like that. Tracy, good evening to you. Now, when you do this, we already know the system is crooked.
when you do this, when you okay this individual, this white guy, leaving the state he committed a crime in, and the trial has yet to get started. Here's what you said to George Floyd family. Fuck y'all. That's a nigga. We don't give a fuck. He shouldn't have a fake $20 bill. He should have obeyed the commands. He should not have been resisting. But I saw the video. Y'all saw the video. Not one time did I see George Floyd resist. It's extremely hard. It's extremely hard for anybody, male, female, black, or white, to resist when you are in a pair of handcuffs. Now the cop can yell, stop resisting all day long. I don't even need to see that part because I know for a fact he can't resist. He can't. Y'all was beating his ass in the vehicle. So the natural reaction for anybody that's being targeted, that's being struck a beat, is to become defensive. That's nature. It does not, your natural reflex to hitting someone back when they're attacking you, it's the same when a cop is attacking you. It don't leave. It don't leave. It doesn't. A cop hit your ass. Nah. Sometimes you got to defend. You're trying to defend yourself. You're just gonna lay there and take an ass whooping. I don't know nobody in their right mind is gonna do that because I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hit back. I don't know if George Floyd had a counterfeit 20. If George Floyd had a counterfeit 20, does it mean George Floyd knew that he had a counterfeit 20? Did he deliberately go into a store that he frequents often and try to pass a fake $20 bill that he knew, again, was fake? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. But whether it was an intentional crime, if there was a crime committed, it was a nonviolent crime. It could have been a violent crime. Nothing that day that brother did constitute him being in a casket in his grave. Nothing. Nothing. Not a damn thing. But when you still side with the police officer, all you're saying is fuck niggas. We the law. Go and stay there until the trial is over. If he's fearful for his life and his family, he has a damn right to be. Because he killed George Floyd. Because they had some history with one another. They worked at the club together. We didn't know at first. Did he know him? We asked that for several weeks until finally, well, not only did he know him, they worked together. They didn't like each other. They didn't. To let this cop leave Minnesota is an insult to the family, me, and all of you who want justice. It's an insult. Now watch this. Rudy Bryant. This is the white man in Georgia. The white man in Georgia, whose attorney is calling him a good citizen, a hero, because he filmed the death of Ahmaud Arbery. That's all he did. He filmed. He did nothing else. He filmed. He liked black people. He loved black people. The attorney says that he did what any citizen would have done when a vehicle passed by their home, chasing an unarmed black man jogging. Any citizens, what his attorney said, would have done what he did. They would get in their vehicle and run behind that truck and that brother jogging so they can film. Nothing else. I believe that, like I believe the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan has a dream of his white daughter saying "I do" to a black man. So why am I bringing him up tonight? Well, this law-abiding citizen, the one that loved blacks, would hurt a fly. He was filming this for the police. Oh, God, Jesus. We just look fucking dumb, don't we? Okay, skip all that. Well, 48 hours uncovered some text messages. Well, what 48 hours uncovered is contradictory to what his attorney said he lives by or who he is. So either the attorney is lying or 48 hours is lying. Well, I'm going to step out on a limb on this one and say the attorney is lying. Here's some of what a text message said that Rudy Bryant, whatever he is, sent out this year on Martin Luther King's Day. Here's just some of what the text said. I bet y'all are truly having a monkey parade over there. I'm going to say it again. I bet y'all are truly having a monkey parade over there. His attorney said, we took that out of context. That's not what it meant. Okay. All right. I'm dumb dumb. Tell me what it means. Tell me what it means. Because you might be right. But the way I'm thinking, I'm just dumb. I'm thinking he's talking about blacks. I'm thinking he's talking about blacks in a derogatory, diabolical manner. Make me believe otherwise. You can't. You can't. Some of us are dumb, but some of us are up. You can get to some, but you can't get to most. See, back in slavery days, you could tell blacks just about whatever, and they would believe it. For one reason, they couldn't challenge it, and number two, most of them couldn't read. You tell them what you want, and that's it. And they're gone. No. That tells us right there. Nothing in this country has changed enough to satisfy Black America. Nothing. When I watched Good Trouble, we're going to get to the Jackass. When I watched Good Trouble, Congressman John Lewis, and Tammy says they think all of us are dumb. Amen to that. Neil and Truth said, yes, it is an insult. Exactly. If you would look at the protest today and the protest back when John Lewis was protesting heavy in the streets, if you put two videos side by side, they will be identical to one another. the way the cops was treating blacks back then when it came to protesting, it is the exact same way they are doing us today. They spray us, get the water hose out, beat us. The protests back then are yielding the same results today. The protests against injustices for blacks in this country is not working. People, you got to stop being so damn traditional. You got to stop following the leader. The protests are not working. Every time you protest about a black person receiving injustice in this country, 10 more innocent black people must pay the price for y'all out there walking up and down that damn street saying no justice, no peace. I'm going to say this until the day I die. Nothing will change until we sit at the table with the powers that be. Nothing will change. I said something the other night. Where's her name at? Lady G. I don't know if she's on here. Many people didn't agree with it. What I say is not written in stone. It's just the way I see it. And when I give you my opinion, the first thing you're going to hear me say is that this is my opinion and it is not a fact. I'm not trying to pass my opinion off as a fact. I said, to a degree, if your life as a black person don't matter, what the hell makes you think your vote gonna matter? Now here's what Lady G said. How is that going to work? How is that going to work? Well, let me ask you this, Lady G. How has voting been working for you? Baby, if they don't want your nigga vote to count, it will not count. I'm not telling nobody not to vote. I'm just telling you, it's time for some to start thinking outside of the damn box and uproot the lies that we've been told and that we now believe that we should challenge. And if you think voting the right person out, the wrong person out, voting the right person in will make things better for blacks, well, you're a fool with a serious problem. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Quiet as it's kept. They keep telling you, vote, 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 vote. But what about the powers that be that are not elected officials? What do you do about them? What do you do about them? The FBI, y'all saw the report. I think it's 13,000 Asians in this country. 4% of the top dogs are black. 1% women. If the FBI is corrupt, and they are, you voting John Henry out to put in Mary Lou really don't mean a damn thing. If the powers that be who are not elected officials still holds the key in the palm of their hand to make a decision, yes, civil rights were violated. No, civil rights was not violated. Our work is cut out for us, and we got to get to work. It's not enough to go and vote for somebody and think things go. How many times have you went in that damn machine and cast your vote only later to be disappointed? If they don't want your vote to count, it won't. It will not. It's like giving a whale a tic tac Listen, when we have a black man, an attorney general in Kentucky, that lied to the grand jury to protect police officers, that's a nigger. That's a field nigger. That's a house nigger. That's a nigger that we have to snatch out that house. We got to pull him out. This same dude. Okay, we'll release the recordings. I need a week to redact some names and phone numbers. Judge said, no, I'm going to give you a day. Okay, that's fine. Now he filed a motion. So you won't see a damn thing, in other words. What is there to hide? If you did your job to the best of your ability, if you saw no wrongdoing with those cops, then let us hear it. Common sense tell you he lied. Common sense tell you he needs to be removed from that post right now. But the powers that be, the white folks, you got to do a whole lot of protesting before they get rid of this nigga. This nigga is their house nigga, field nigga 101. He's going to do what they want him to do. He thinks like they want him to think. And he's protecting cops that killed Breonna Taylor in her own house. He saw nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. That's a problem. That's one nigga that must go. Do you think the Justice, and I'm paraphrasing, the Justice Department did right concerning the Breonna Taylor case? Harris asked Biden that the other night. Not Biden, Pence. Pence basically said, I think the Justice Department is doing a great job. Great job. A great job. He can say that. Trump can say that. Because everything is going according when it comes to whites and niggers. You wonder why so many police unions support Donald Duck? They equal to him. They don't give a damn about us. They don't give a damn. That's why they support him. That's why. So along with this nigga, and I'm not going to say his name anymore, this nigga, we have a lot of other house and field niggas that must be given an eviction notice. It's not a 30-day notice. It's not a 2-week notice. This eviction is effective immediately. You got to come out. I don't know why he's still sitting there. Every day he sits there, he is a threat to Black America. Now, we need to see every damn case landed on his desk concerning us. I need to see it. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. The only thing worse than the Breonna Taylor case is the other Breonna Taylor cases that you and I will never, ever, ever know about. Never. If you don't condemn, you condone. That's simple. If you don't condemn, you condone. How in the world can we continue to let two Ku Klux Klansmen, two white supremacists, two skinheads continue to infect 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue with their racist way of thinking. They don't have a problem with looking you in your face, telling you a damn lie. Anytime I speak out on racism, I'm racist. And if I ask the Justice Department, the FBI, is there racism? No, I don't say it. No. And they don't, again, because everything is going according to plan when it comes to niggas. They still see us as niggas. They still see us as 3/5 of human. We don't mean shit. Not a damn thing. You have a jackass. Here we go. Hold up. Running the United States, who supports white supremacists, who supports skinheads, who supports the Ku Klux Klan. He supports them because he is them. It's just that simple. And they used to try to be somewhat subtle with it, try to cover it up. No, they come out and let you know we white and we right. We don't feel shit. As far as the debate goes, I think it was 100% different than the presidential debate. Both parties handled themselves in a respectable manner. They did, in my opinion. The only thing is every time Pence opened his mouth, and he ain't got no damn lips, and y'all know how he eat, but every time he opened his mouth, this man still damn lying. He just still damn lying. The Obama camera was a disaster. Bullshit! Your mama having sex, making your dumb ass was a damn disaster. Quit lying to the American people because you want to erase any history of President Barack Hussein Obama. You want to remove the affordable health care and you ain't got a goddamn thing to put on the motherfucking table. Nothing. So how can you even think like that? You're jealous and you're envy of an intelligent black man who is out of the White House, did 2 terms, but is still well respected all around the world. You'll never meet that. You'll never be the man he is. You'll never be. Never. You're a poor excuse for a man. I truly believe Donald Duck suffers from very low self-esteem. He wants any kind of attention he can get because as a child, they fucked over his ass. They didn't like him then. Mom said, I wish I hadn't fucking got that. Now, I know what you mean. He's a mess. This man will, seriously, this man will burn the country down to save his own ass. You're right. Jennifer says Trump is a narcissist. You're absolutely right. That's what he is. He don't give a damn about you or nobody. Me, nobody. Quiet as is kept. Some of you white folks that support him, he don't give a fuck about y'all. He don't. Now, before we get to him, I forgot this here. Michigan's governor, a plot, a very sophisticated plot, was being drafted to kidnap and, if necessary, kill the governor of Michigan. Thanks to informants, the plot was foiled. Right now, 12 or 13 men have been charged in their attempt to kidnap Michigan's governor. So how did we get here? We got here when the governor of Michigan looked outside her window and remembered the oath that she took. and remember how she was raised and who she is. Simply put, she could not and would not put the economy first when it comes to life. Her restrictions, they didn't like. They went to tell her. They showed up. They showed up. They showed up exercising their rights to bear arms. Because when they showed up, they had it on their mind. White people are using their right to bear arms as an excuse to fulfill their hidden agenda. I don't know why you would even think about exercising your rights to bear arms when you're going to confront the governor of Michigan. I don't know how that connects. I don't know how it connects. Some of the members, people that are arrested, are members of a right-wing agenda, a militant group. The FBI had to move the governor and her family around several times during this investigation of a plot to take her, interrupt her life, and kill her if necessary. It was a well-orchestrated event. The police said they came extremely close to executing that plan. The problem is not the restrictions that they wanted to kill her over. They wanted to kill the governor because she bucked the system. In other words, she bucked Donald Duck, called him out for who he is, a liar. They didn't like that. Trump approves that. The governor said, and I agree, that Trump incites domestic terror. He does. When he speaks, he's acting president of the United States. People listen. And when they support him, whatever he said do, we got to do it. He makes jokes about what could have happened to the governor. When the governor first spoke out against his handling of the coronavirus, he wanted to withhold federal funding until she talked to him nice. If the governors want anything from me, they got to treat me nice. That's the jackass in the room, starving for attention. Any attention, he wants it. He's a fool with a serious problem. I don't know if y'all remember. A while back, I probably done it on several videos, I said that Trump will lie and said he has the coronavirus to get to go to the hospital. They're going to give him a treatment, probably that most Americans cannot afford. So he's going to get the very best of the care. Oh, I'm so glad you said that, Jose. Yeah, let me write it down so I won't forget it. The checks. Okay. Now, this is, and this might be true and it might not, this is one of the fastest individuals I ever saw that was infected with the coronavirus, did not have to quarantine for 14 days, and in about 24 to 72 hours, he's released, in his exact words, I was cured. I feel good now. I was cured and stuff, you know. And he had the audacity to say, I really think me getting the coronavirus was a blessing from God, because I got a drug that cured me. And now, if all Americans would take this, everybody would be fine. Now, everybody in his cabinet just about has been infected with the coronavirus. They may have it, he may have it. But think about it. Why would you start believing any damn thing that comes from out of the White House now? This son of a bitch, no. If they play it by the rules, if they play it right, he can pack his shit and get that little half pussy will travel global hoe that used to be a goddamn bunny rabbit for the Playboy Mansion. They got to go. Whatever I must do is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop. Here we go, Joe said. I'm going to stop negotiation on a stimulus package until after the election, when I win. Until after the election, when I win. Until after the election, immediately when I win, I'm going to sign it. It's going to be bigger than what the Democrats wanted and what the Republicans wanted. This son of a bitch is holding the people in the United States hostage, and at the same time trying to blackmail them into voting for his goddamn sorry, insignificant, racist, diabolical ass. Millions are without jobs because of the pandemic. They haven't robbed Peter to pay Paul just to give John some of what they owe him. Unemployment ran out. How are they living? How are they making it? Food banks. You don't give a fuck. Does that sound like somebody that has your best interest at heart? Does that sound like somebody that loves the American people? He's not financially suffering. He's not. He's not. So while you sit here, while you sit your pink ass here and play politics, no negotiation on a stimulus bill, do you ever think about how the American people are making it? How they're going to get by? No, because he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. Nancy Pelosi is trying to force him to release his health workers. Nancy, I don't give a damn about Donald Trump's fucking health. I don't. Y'all got too many goddamn bills on the table, and you motherfuckers ain't signed one goddamn motherfucking bill. You cannot multitask. Fuck his health. Fuck that. Get the people that stimulus checks. Get them the food stamp. Get them people taken care of and stop bullshit. Both of y'all fucking up. The Democrats and the goddamn Republicans. I don't give a fuck about that bitch goddamn health. I got no sympathy for this motherfucker. Over 200 some people in the United States died because of his non-response to the coronavirus. And some of y'all expect for the American people to have sympathy for him. I wouldn't give a fuck if he really got it and everybody in his goddamn motherfucking family got it. Let them bitches drop where they drop. He didn't give a fuck about us, and he still don't. It's the economy, the economy, the economy. He's a fool with a serious problem. I'm going to do the debate. No, I'm not going to do the debate. I'm going to do the debate. No, I'm not going to do the debate. Children play these type of fucking games because their mind has not fully developed into adulthood. There is no cure for the coronavirus. So we know he lied. But the drug that they gave him, it cured him. took him right back to the White House. Got off the helicopter, took his mask off, went in, maskless, and started infecting the whole damn staff. Now he's back at the Oval Office. But when you have a man in office or a woman in office that is giving us problems every day, not every other day, every day, can y'all imagine what would have happened extremely fast to President Barack Obama if he came out and did half of what this clown is doing? Can you imagine how fast they would have had a goddamn U-Haul truck at that White House backed up? They would go and get the kids out of school, put them in a regular vehicle, not bulletproof. Y'all got to leave here. Y'all got to go. But nobody says nothing. Nobody says nothing. Countries are laughing at us. They are. Because right now we're a joke. We're a joke. Even if you supported him in the past, how can you support him now? Okay, let me say this to you, Tom Thompson. If you are not a racist, you say you're white. If you are not a racist, if you don't have a problem with black people, then that question you did not need to ask me. I'm smart enough to know I can't put all white people in the same cup, just like we can't put all black people in the same cup. So that question you didn't need to ask me. If you're not a racist, then you know one thing. He ain't talking about me. It's simple as that. It's as simple as that. But if you are a racist white person, I'm talking to your ass. I am. I'm talking to you. But I'm not going to sit here and become an internet thug and go back to back with you. I'm glad you're here, but if you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave. I don't give a damn. It doesn't bother me. This is serious. Don't bark if I didn't hit you. Every day that he stays in the White House is a threat to the whole wide world. Every day. As long as I've been living. In the history of the presidency, let's put it that way. Camel, good evening to you. I've never ever seen the White House turned upside down as it is today. Everybody in the White House lies. Everybody. But now we're going to start believing them. Everybody has the virus, really. Yes, the virus, you said, was a hoax. Wait a minute. Let's do this before we get out of here. Watch this. Let's do this. Here's some of what Trump says. Now, keep in mind, we're talking about the coronavirus. On February 7th and Wednesday, February the 19th, Trump said the coronavirus would weaken when we get into April in the warmer weather. That has a very negative effect on that and that type of virus. That was a lie. Thursday, February 27th, Trump, the outbreak, watch this here, the outbreak would be temporary It's going to disappear. One day he's here like a miracle. It would disappear. That's a lie. Trump said, when the economy, he said this multiple times, when the economy shutdown continues, watch this, deaths by suicide definitely would be in far greater numbers than the number that we're talking about for COVID-19 deaths. A bunch of fucking bullshit from a bullshitter. He don't listen to science. Pence, you know he don't. Anytime someone's going to speak facts on the coronavirus, don't bring them to the White House. Put silence on they can't say nothing to nobody. Unless we say it. I'm going to hold a meeting on the South Lawn tomorrow. Y'all come on by. Tell them to head on down to Florida. Go have a meeting there. Big old meeting there. Come on down. Wait a minute, motherfucker. You still got the coronavirus, right? You can't be doing this here. If he has it, do you see how many people, him and his people, are about to infect? Because they have no concern for the human life. Do they not know the dollar they're trying to save? Soon, the United States currency won't be worth a goddamn thing. It won't be. But the economy that they're trying to save, they will still lose if nobody's working. They will still lose if most of us are dead. You can't get our money. We can't come in the store. Every day that we wake up and we learn that Donald Duck still sits in the White House as acting president until Joe Biden gets there, it should trouble us all. Every day that he sits there and still has nuclear codes in the palm of his hand, that should trouble all of us. The coronavirus has not left the building. Coronavirus is on the rise. You can't make it leave. You can't push it out. You can't evict it. It moves when it moves. It stops when it stops. If you would listen to science, you would know that. 2014, President Obama told us about a future pandemic. In January this year, Trump's trade advisor sent him a memo about how serious it was. He didn't respond to it. The next month, he did the same thing. They didn't respond to the virus. But he has the audacity to say, when you ask him what grade would he give him and his administration in their response to the coronavirus, he said, A+, or we did excellent. We did excellent. Trump is a terrorist. A terrorist. Trump wants to be a dictator, but it won't work with us. The jackass in the room must leave. But now y'all watch this, and we're gonna get out of here. Since you said that you know your vote counts, and it does sometimes, watch it. If our vote really would make a difference, if our vote really would make a difference, then why is he sitting in the White House? Because he didn't win the election. He wasn't elected. He was selected. He didn't win. He didn't win. Fraud. He didn't win. So now, what makes you think your vote to try to kick him out the White House on November the 3rd is going to count? I'm not saying it won't. I'm just trying to get you to look at it from a different perspective. If they don't want it to count, yours, white, black, no matter. It won't. It will not. We're living in some dangerous times, terrible times. Every minute he sits in the White House. Florida, he's holding a rally despite 19 more people being diagnosed with the coronavirus. That means he's putting all of us in harm's way. We got a problem. Voting is not enough. We must remove people who are not elected officials from out of certain positions that still keeps us down. That still keeps Black America sitting next to a civil rights attorney on CNN. We must clean house from city to city, from state to state. We've got to start cleaning house. It's not all about those who was elected to an office. Some wasn't elected, they was appointed. Some just got a damn job. They care more about the title than doing what the title requires of them to do. Now, either we're going to be the people's preacher or the people's prisoner. I'm not going to be no damn prisoner. I haven't done that before. That shit ain't no damn fun. It's just not. It's just not. So I said that to say this. When truth matters, come see me. Come see me. I'm going to give it to you raw and uncut. We don't deal with no sugar-coated shit cookies here. Don't do it. If I'm going to say the same thing other YouTubers and radio announcers are saying, then I might as well just keep my damn mouth shut because I've said nothing. But the hardest thing to do is to get someone untangled from what they was raised to believe. It's hard. It's extremely hard. Your voice will be heard louder when you come to the table. When you look at the laws, your voice will be heard louder. White folks won't give a damn about you protesting. When you come to that, I see that we're gonna go. When you come to that city to protest against the way we've been treated by whites, you still going to Walmart buy that poster board from white man and that black permanent mark. You're gonna stop by Circle K and get you a big gulp for 79 cents. You're gonna go to some restaurant in the area and you're gonna eat that's owned by a white person. So think about what you're doing. You're doing something close to nothing. We cannot continue to use old methods to try and fight new tricks when it comes to us. We're living in a war zone. Trump is a liar, a fraud. He's diabolical. He's super stupid. He's a threat to the whole wide world. It's as simple as that. And this could have been President Obama doing this shit. I would still be saying what I'm saying now about President Obama. It don't have a goddamn thing to do with color. But when it comes to this slut, it does. If you don't condemn, then you condone. Black people, we're thugs. We need to be arrested. This is what Trump says. The men that went to the governor's mansion in Michigan, I think they're fine people. They're just ready to get back to work. Yeah, they're fine people. I love them. Y'all, I got to get out of here. Listen, I love y'all. We apologize for the interruptions we had tonight. But don't forget, I see you all have been donating, and I greatly appreciate that. But that goes to the the chat thing, and it'd be 2 months before we see that. So if you can donate, actually donate to the Cash App or PayPal. It's all over my channel. You just cannot miss it and stuff. Please donate if you can, and please share the videos if you believe in what we're doing. And you don't have to believe what I said. Be smart. Fact check my ass. I'm Al Scott with Injustice Investigation. I love you. Y'all have a good night.